Hey YouTube, nice to virtually meet you, especially if this is your first time here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tenley. I'm a Pilates teacher, yogi, and movement enthusiast who's passionate about helping others connect with their bodies so they can live their lives more freely. I hope you stick around for today's session, which is going to emphasize working out the lower body and help us to challenge our balance, control, and stability. We'll begin by stepping out a little bit wider than the hips, feeling into our hips, feeling into our lower body, and then we'll settle with our feet out in second position. Bring your hands to your waist and then pelvis is slightly tucked under, so that way you're stacked right over the tailbone and your glutes and core are engaged. Now check your turnout. We're turned out from the thighs, knees, and ankles. Inhale to bend the knees, exhale to come up to standing. We're gonna go for 8 more plies, making sure that we're pushing our knees open every time we come down, and that we're squeezing our inner thighs every time we come up. Okay, just a few more and then we'll layer on the next move. Okay, so hold this one down, then turn to the side into a lunge position. We're gonna be alternating from side to side using the center plie as the connector for both sides. Okay, so come back center and switch. Up, plie, lift, lunge. Okay, you'll find a rhythm here that works for you. Make sure you're getting low into that plie. And check your knee, because we're gonna be doing a lot of lunges today in different variations. Make sure that your knee isn't coming over the ankle. That'll help to protect from any extra stress on that joint. Looking good. I always say that even though I can't see you, but just want to cheer you on from my chair as I say this. Okay, we're almost there. Good, come center and lift the heels. Arms reach out. We're gonna hold our center plie and lower and lift the heels. So this is working the ankles, calves, and feet, as well as challenging the thighs and the core. Okay, so we've just got about 7 more. Try to lift up as high as you can, but focus on keeping the weight on the tops of the feet equally distributed. Good. Now hold this one with the heels up, reach your arms up. Take a deep breath in, lengthen to standing. Exhale, drop your heels and swing your arms back. Then we're gonna come back into our lunge position for an alternating lunge. Check that your hips are facing forward and then start your alternating lunge. Every time you come down, note if your knee is coming over your ankle and just step back a little bit longer. Up and in through your core so that your trunk is staying stable. Okay, now we're gonna hold the first side down and pulse the knee. Just coming as low as feels comfortable for you, but make sure you're challenging yourself. Okay, then hold the knee down and push off of that foot to come up into our standing knee pull. So we're gonna go through a few of these on each side. I say a few to trick you. I'm not telling you actually how many. So we're gonna inhale down, exhale, knee pull up. Make sure that every time you come up, you're squeezing your standing leg glute. You can add in the arms, reaching down as you lunge, reaching up as you pull up your knee. That'll help you to keep length in your torso every time you come up. Make sure that your chest is staying down and upper abs are staying on. Awesome. We're gonna briefly hold the knee up so that we can drop the foot and switch to the other side. Okay, so hands back on the hips to start, drop into your lunge and pulse the knee. Check in with your breath. Hold your knee down and then push off of the foot into your standing knee pull. Inhaling down, exhaling up. You can go ahead and add in the arms if you liked that option on the other side. Draw your shoulder blades in, but be careful that you're not popping your chest. Good, just a couple more. And then we'll briefly hold the knee up on this last one. And as you drop your foot, swing your arms back behind you and step down. The next variation will layer in an additional move. Go back to your lunge on the first side and then come up to your knee pull so that we can then kick the leg back into our leg extension lift. You can adjust how much you're leaning forward depending on how stable you feel. So the more you lean forward, the harder this is going to be. Then you're going to step back into your lunge and come back up to your knee pull. So kick the leg back, lower the foot if you need to have more stability, and then back up to the knee pull. Inhaling to step, exhaling to drop the knee and pull up. You can add in the arms, reaching back as you kick your leg back, stepping down into your lunge, and then swinging the arms back up to your knee pull. Check in with your standing leg glute as you come up tall, squeeze it, and then squeeze your opposite glute to kick the leg back to step into the lunge. Just a few more, keep moving and keep breathing. Have fun with your arm movements. You can make big circles with your arms. Do whatever you need to help you balance. Just one more, and then we'll have a brief hold. Okay, so this next kick back, you're gonna briefly hold it, just emphasizing the glute squeeze, and then drop the foot, the knee, and step together. Switch the sides, here we go. Starting with hands to the waist, pull the knee up, then kick the leg back, step the foot back, drop the knee into your lunge. Exhaling up, inhaling to kick and step, exhaling down. Go ahead and add in the arms if you decided to do that on the other side, reaching up as you pull your knee up, reaching back as you kick the leg back to step into the lunge. Find your glutes, find your core, and move with your breath. Take extra breaths if you need to. As long as you're breathing, we're doing well. Looking good, just a couple more. Extending the leg back, elongating the leg. Awesome. Get ready for that quick hold. Okay, so this next one will have that quick hold back with the leg back behind us, squeezing the glute, squeezing the triceps as well. And then stepping back into your lunge so that you can step forward. We'll take a quick rest between the next variation. Move your hips, move your arms, feel into the space around you, so that way you can stay in your body and out of your head. The next variation that we're going to do is the hardest one that we'll do today. You can definitely do it, it just takes mental focus and careful placement. I've slowed this down, so we're going to lift the first side knee, reaching the arms up. This time as you kick your leg back, try reaching your arms out to the side, like in an airplane position. because then you're going to turn your top hip back so that you can step out into warrior two, reaching your arms in opposite directions. Check your back foot, make sure that it's parallel and that your front foot is facing forward. You're going to bend into that knee and push the back inner thigh down. Then reverse your warrior, reaching down your back leg, and then come back forward into warrior two so that you can straighten your front leg and fold into triangle, looking up at the hand as you fold. Okay, take a deep breath in and then exhale back into your warrior two, looking down the front arm. And you'll inhale to pivot, reaching your arms up and dropping back down into your lunge. Exhaling up, pulling the knee back to standing. Inhale, reaching the arms out as you kick the leg back. Exhaling to rotate that top hip so you can step out into warrior two. Follow your hand with your gaze. Inhale, reach down the back leg. Exhale, looking down the arm as you reach forward and fold into your triangle. Emphasize that contraction in the obliques on that side. Inhaling, exhaling back up to warrior two and pivoting into your lunge as you inhale. Just a couple more. Knee pulls up. Arms reach out, leg kicks back. Turn your shoulder back as well when you're turning your hip to step. And then reach into your warrior two. Reverse, keep your top arm straight. Fold, look up at the top hand. See if you can reach a little bit deeper before you lift back up into your warrior and pivot back into your lunge. Awesome, almost there, just two more. So exhaling up. Bend your standing leg knee a little bit if you need more stability as you're kicking back. Then turn, step, and reach into your warrior two. Tighten the back of your arm as you reverse your warrior. That'll help to lengthen under your arm and down the side of your body. Reach forward and then fold, reaching down towards your ankle. Arms reach out, pivot, and drop the knee. Last time. Knee pulls up. Leg kicks back. Turn out. And step. Reach and reverse. Make this your best and deepest triangle yet. And then come back into your warrior two. We're going to hold our lunge this time and pulse the knee. You can keep your arms up or bring hands to the waist, just depending on how your shoulders are feeling. Make sure that you're stacked right over your tailbone, so shoulders aren't leaning forward or back. Just a few more. Exhaling down, exhaling down. Okay, then pull back up to standing and drop the foot so we can switch to the other side. Starting with the arms up, pull the knee up. Then squeezing that glute to kick the leg back as you reach the arms out. Then turn, step, and come into your warrior two. Reverse, reach down your back leg as far as you can. Exhaling forward to fold into triangle. Roll your top shoulder back. Then come back to your warrior two. Pivot, reach the arms up. Drop the knee. So you'll notice that I changed what I was doing with my arms. It gave me a little bit better counterbalance. So I'll cue you on this next one. So turn out, step out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhaling back to warrior two and into your triangle. Coming back up. So as you pivot, your arms will stay up, and then it may help you to bring your hands down as you're pulling your knee up. Okay, then reach the arms back out, squeeze the back glute, kick the foot back after you turn out to step into your warrior two. Draw your shoulders in, reach down your back leg, and then come forward, contracting to the side as you come into your triangle. Back to warrior two, and then pivot, drop the knee, keep the core tightly drawn in as you come into your knee pull. Bend on the standing leg a little if you need to so that you can stabilize to kick back and turn out to step and reach the arms in opposite directions. Reverse, reach forward and fold. Coming back into warrior two and returning to your lunge. Stay connected with your breath even if you feel like you need to take longer, deeper breaths or maybe shorter breaths. I messed up my turnout on that one, but that's a good way to show you how you could just easily get back into this. So back to your triangle. And this is our last one. So this time when you turn into your lunge, you're gonna hold it and pulse your knee. Remember, you can bring your hands back down to the waist or hips, depending on how your shoulders are feeling at this point. Exhale, exhale. Good. Then pull the knee back up to standing and drop the foot. Come into a squat position and lift your heels and your arms. Continue to lower and lift the heels off of the ground while keeping your weight on the balls of the feet, but also trying to have your toes spread. Inhale to lift the heels, exhale to roll down through the feet. This will help to improve your ankle stability and foot mobility. Remember to keep your chest and rib cage down. Then you're gonna hold both heels off of the ground and pulse from the knees and hips. This will isolate the muscles that attach to the knees and you'll feel a quicker fatigue, which will help you to build more stability at this joint. Then you're gonna hold your squat and continue to keep your heels up off of the ground. Take a deep breath in, return to standing so that we can step out into second position for the last sequence. This is a fun one, so definitely shimmy shake through this, add in some fun arm movements. We're gonna plie down and then slide to one side to come up to this standing position where your foot is pulled up towards your knee and your thigh is pressing back. Then you're gonna turn your knee in and keep your hips mostly facing forward. Then you're gonna turn your knee back out so you can kick the leg long and step back out into your plie. Pushing both knees back as you lower the hips. Keep a little bend to the knees as you slide to the other side into first position. Pull that inside leg up, turn the knee in, turn the knee out, kick, step, and plie. What we're doing in this move is we're rotating the thigh in the hip joint, then kicking the leg out and continuing to work that rotation by pressing the knees back and stepping together. Pulling the foot in, internal rotation, external, step, and plie. Every time you lift up, find your standing leg glute as you straighten the leg to pull the other leg in. And lift up through the core so that your trunk stays stable. Notice if your foot is wobbling a little bit. Try to scrunch your toes slightly on your mat as you're pulling the foot up. Sliding the heels together, pulling the foot up. Take an inhale to swivel in, exhale to swivel out, inhale to step, exhale to slide and pull, inhale, swivel, out, exhale, step, and plie. See, this is pretty fun. I was so sweaty at this point. When I stopped recording this video, it was like, honestly, a shock. I was not expecting to be this sweaty. But the combination of all these moves is killer. Okay, we just have one more. Then we're gonna hold our center plie. So this next time you come down into the plie, hold it and reach your arms up to come up to standing. Make this a big sweeping motion. Pretend like you're a phoenix rising up out of the ashes and you're squeezing in on the inner thighs every time you come up to standing. One more and then you're gonna come down, hold it low, and we've got one more set of heel lifts. Keep pressing those knees back. Lift both heels, roll through the feet. And you can breathe either way here. Just make sure that you're breathing. Try not to hold your breath because then you'll be carrying tension in your body. Hold both heels off of the ground and then we'll pulse the hips. We're almost there. I was feeling the burn at this point. Push through it. And then hold, lift your arms over your head, keep the core engaged. We're almost to the end. One more deep breath, shimmy it out, and then come up to standing and forward fold. Rise up, take a breath in. Exhale, big sweeping motion down with the arms. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. When you're coming up, keep your chin in, lift your head last. That'll help you to not get dizzy. And this next time, we're gonna hold it down and bring the hands to the ground. You're gonna bend your knees, lower your hips, and then exhale, just straighten and look through your legs. I turned sideways so you could see the position of my back here. I'm trying to keep my back as flat as possible. Your feet might have turned in slightly at this point, and that's okay. Find an amount of turnout that feels good for you. Parallel is totally fine for this. Just a couple more until we hold. Make sure that your weight is right over the ankles rather than having your hips back behind your ankles. Then hold the legs straight, grab onto an elbow, and gently sway side to side to help release any tension in the low back and hips. Then hold yourself centered. We're gonna slowly roll back up to standing, sweeping the arms up over the head, and then turning back into the lunge and dropping the hands to the hips. Bend your front knee, keep your back heel lifted, then push off the back foot to step forward and switch sides. We're gonna do this 6 more times. You can add in the arms, reaching up as you step forward, reaching down or forward as you step back. Try to keep your back leg as straight as you can. That way we're focused on lengthening the hip flexor on each side. Just one more on each side. And this time when you step together, you're gonna reach your arms up as high as you can and then flip your palms back and extend your upper back. Inhaling to pull the core in, lift the arms. Exhale to swing the arms back. One more time. And then relax the shoulders. You're all done for the day. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me in my YouTube endeavors. And feel free to drop me a comment with workout requests or special topics of interest. Take care of your body, and the rest will follow. I'll see you soon.